I like the topic, especially speaking to a woman. The idea of the sanctity of the woman, the preciousness of the girl, and the almost disgusting, vile sense of the young man. When it comes to young people accidentally becoming pregnant, the boy getting the girl pregnant, the girl being pregnant, the girl needs options. We gather, we protest, we pass laws, we protect her and her right to either have the child or to not have the child, to get her life back, to continue her education. Maybe she has medical issues where having a baby would be detrimental to her. And so it's all about her. What's going to happen? What about her special, precious life being able to continue outside the fact that she may have gotten herself pregnant? But when we talk about the boys that may have caused the pregnancy, we could just chop off their heads and send them to the army. Just get a paycheck from that dirty dick. Who gives a F about the young boy who's scared to death? Who goes, oh my God, this broken condom has thrown my life into this tumbling funnel where nobody cares about me. All I did was make a mistake. All I did was create a victim. All I did was overbear some poor young girl, and now I'm this animal that needs to raise money or go to jail. Why do we do that? What is it about the boy's life, the continuance of his education, that isn't precious, that we don't care about at all? We think it's what we give the boy is responsibility. You need to take care of what you did now. You need to be serious and mature. We force the boy to accept the fact that he's got a girl pregnant, and we don't allow him to think about other options.
Wow, that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy there, Tina. Rahia?
Well, I think that, I know that the men don't have as much of an option, or the boys. Boys and men in general don't have a lot of the option when it comes to pregnancy. The responsibility of childbearing has really been kind of removed from the boys' shoulders in our society. And that everybody sees these men just walking away, these boys just walking away. And
so, Tina, are you saying that if the girl knows that the boy is going to walk away, then she got to figure out how to walk away too?
No, she would not make the decision, because, see, girls all know, and especially when you're talking about generational poverty and ghetto families, they know how it works. They know I'm getting a paycheck, or at least they believe, they're told that there's a government entity that will hunt a man down and take his shoes and give them to you. And so because young women, uneducated, poor, which is the majority of the teenage pregnancies, because they believe in the system that there's an army of benevolent white people with tax lawyers and sheriff departments that will hunt down a man and take his paycheck, in fact, force him to work to get that money. If a girl really believes that, which I believe they do, she is going to have that baby. She is not going to take serious the idea of an abortion or adoption, because she believes there's a system that now she's going to get paid because her mom got paid that way and her grandma got paid that way. And so if we knew in our system, if young girls believed that there was a legal system where young men could walk away, they could say, look, I'm 17. I'm being told that I am the father of this child. This girl is a month pregnant. And if we knew that there was a system where the man could go through the court system, get counseling, get maybe have to do some hours of community service towards women and children shelters and those type of issues, maybe there's a fee of several $1,000s for him to that would get donated to these programs. And yes, in the end, maybe it comes with a vasectomy. Whatever it is, in the end, if we understood that even though a boy got a girl pregnant, he could walk away, it would drastically change the way women were deciding on if they should have the children or not. We have so many teenage babies because the girls know that the boy is effed. If they thought they have this baby and this boy could ride by in a car and wave to me and ain't never given me $1 and nobody will take $1 from him to give to me, that girl's not going to be really excited to have that baby. And to have that boy across the street making faces at her, completely legally exempt from any help. A girl is not going to... The girls make these decisions because they think that there's a system behind them that will pay them. And the system seems to hate men, and since everyone believes that, that's how they're making their decisions. It's because we know that it's the opposite of how men have treated women over the years. When a husband, turn of the century, would do something to his wife, he could slap his wife. He could not give her any money. She's unemployed, she's working at home raising the kids. Because why did he treat her like that? She had nowhere to go. Only until a few decades ago, it was difficult for a woman to get a divorce. So the man can treat her any way he wants. He knows she's stuck. He knows that the law keeps her stuck in this house, in this abuse. Until the laws change, these women who believe that they think that the law enables them to abuse these young boys, they're going to keep having these babies willy-nilly.
Wow.
That's my theory.
There needs to be a sense of responsibility on both sides here. I think that both parties need to be financially responsible. I don't care if it's a broken condom or just thought I could get away with it this one time. There needs to be this financial responsibility. Now, these girls that believe in this, of all these social services programs that are going to help them, are going to come to find it is a myth. It is not true. There are some people that are going to abuse the system, but let me tell you something. You try to go down there and you try to get on welfare. I dare anybody, go down and try. And then I hear from people, well, it's because I'm not Mexican or I'm not a minority. They're not going to help me. Bullshit. But it is a job in itself to try to find any kind of social service programs these days that are going to help you without screwing you. Because the government will take over your life. They put you in a hole that you cannot dig yourself out of without, it takes it's almost like, hey, let's say you get caught driving on suspended. So then the court system has you. You got all of these fines. Hey, guess what? You don't keep up on your fines, your license is going to get suspended again. Hey, you don't do this, you're going to have to go back to court for that. If you let that into your life, it just continues on and on and on. And it's the same with the welfare system. And these children are going to come to a rude awakening. Let me tell you, I am a grandmother now. My 17-year-old daughter had a baby last month. She is 17 years old.
Oh, man. It's rough. It's rough.
Tell us about it.
She had to leave her last year of high school. She is a 4.0 student. Just to get her GED before that baby was born, because I will be damned if she sits on her ass and tries to get welfare. I'll tell you right now. You just created.
And what's the boy's story?
Oh, he's working and he's getting his GED right now. But it wasn't as urgent as my daughter, because I'm trying to teach her that who cares about him. He's going to come into his own. Boys mature a lot faster, are a lot slower than girls. So let him work on himself. But, sister, you need to be able to do it by yourself. You need to be prepared to care for this baby, find a place that you can afford with or without him, because in this society, men do walk away. They decide, you know what, I don't like this scene. I'm going to get the hell out of here, and they can leave. And I want her to know that reality. Go to school. You need to get a college degree.
What they also could tell, I think also when we throw that at men and say they can leave, actually the man can walk away, followed by helicopters, and the IRS. A woman can walk away with a handshake and a smile and a bouquet of flowers. She can just literally leave the baby at a hospital, at a library, at the fire department, sign some papers, or there's even laws that say it can be anonymous, and go right back to her life. And so girls need to understand that they can walk away. And in fact, they're walking away is sanctioned by law, and their walking away is protected by law. The man's walking away is not, and cannot be, because he didn't have the baby. He doesn't, that's how we feel. I mean, he didn't stretch out for 9 months. Why should he get to go anywhere?
Look at the numbers of women that actually walk away from their children. It's always so shocking when we hear it, because we think that women are born with this maternal instinct, that we were all meant to mother something, and it's not the truth. But look at the numbers of the women that actually leave their children. It's so small.
It is.
It's shocking. It's always so shocking when a mom can just detach and leave her child. And that's why there are cases where the abortion is necessary. Not everybody was meant to be a mom, and not everybody's ready at a certain time when it happens.